Did you see that shit? MMA podcast. Hosted by mixed martial arts journalist Mike Strauss, aka Strauss21, and Chicago's #1 underground comedian, Apollo Taj Mahal.
Thank you for listening. I am Mike Strauss, aka Strauss21.
And I am the #1 underground comic, Apollo Taj Mahal.
If you like the interview, and we know you will, go ahead and give us a like and a follow on all the social media platforms, whether it is Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. It's all the same, guys. Did You See That Shit podcast?
Yeah. You can also find us at didyousseethatshit.com.
And Stitcher, Google Play,
iTunes.
pretty much wherever you find your favorite podcast.
By the way, if you enjoyed this interview, go listen to the full podcast and everything we just told you.
.com. I want to welcome Rashad Daywalker Coulter back. He has a big fight coming up at UFC 225 against Alan Crowder in my city of Chicago. I'm super pumped about this fight. I think this is going to be an exciting fight. Rashad, what do you think?
Yeah, man, I think it's going to be a barn burner, man. A great stylistic matchup between myself and him. And I'm looking forward to this one, man. I couldn't be more excited. Great matchup.
Have you ever fought in Chicago before?
No, I've never fought in Chicago. I was just there last August. My cousin fought for Glory Kickboxing. Whenever Glory came to Chicago.
Okay.
That's the only time I've ever been.
Nice. Yeah, well, it's it's a pretty big city, as you can imagine, and we love our fighting here. So I've been talking about your fight for a couple episodes on the podcast now because I really think that you and Crowder, that's not going to go the distance. Someone will get knocked out, and I really don't think it's going to be you.
That is correct, my friend. You are absolutely right about that.
You know, if people don't know, Alan Crowder, he fought in the Dana White Tuesday Night Contender Series. You are a veteran of the UFC. You kind of had a bad run in the UFC, man. You've had Chase Sherman and then Taia Tuivasa. Both of those guys, as everybody has seen now, those guys are legitimate heavyweight contenders. So you've had a tough run having those two guys. I think this is the fight where you're really going to be able to show your skills.
I agree, man. You know, but it is what it is. Like the first fight, I took it on such a short notice, which was okay with me. And, you know, like I said, that fight, he actually went on a winning streak. Chase actually went on a winning streak after that fight.
Mm-hmm.
And Ty is ranked number 15 in the UFC right now. But, you know, we knew that was going to be a tough fight because before we took that fight, I was the only one that really wanted to fight. I didn't care about fighting him. At that time, he was the #1 ranked heavyweight in Australia that wasn't signed with the UFC. So, I mean, I didn't care about taking the fight, so we agreed to it. So, I actually want to fight him again, get a few wins under my belt, get my momentum back, and I actually want to fight him again because I've heard that he's having a hard time finding fights, but I'm not afraid to fight that dude again, man.
You fight anybody, as your record indicates, man. This is the first time you've ever had a losing streak in your career, right?
That is correct.
You're going to right that wrong come June.
June 9th. Yeah, that's all that losing comes to an end, man. Like, you know, people got to understand, like, I'm literally growing up in the UFC. Before I even got signed to the UFC, I had a hard time, you know, finding fights, like just staying, like, super active, and I had a hard time with guys that would even take the fight. And once I got assigned to LFA Legacy, which was Nick Maynard's old organization, things started to go up. So, you know, now I'm on a roll. I'm actually there, and now I got the feeling of what it's like to fight in front of, you know, the world and get my name out there and, like, the whole fight week stuff. And, you know, I love it, man. Like, I wouldn't trade it for the world. Like, it's one of the best feelings that I've ever felt. And now I think I'm settled in, man, and now the world's going to see my true skill set come June 9th.
Well, I think you're going to like fighting in the United Center, man. Michael Jordan, all the Blackhawk teams. It's just a very cool building. And no doubt, man, it's a really good card already. Curtis Blades is on that fight card, Alistair Overeem. And then they just announced
Joel Romero and Whitaker.
Yup. Yeah, so it's really starting to take shape, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a sick card so far, man. You know, you can't overlook Little Pettis versus Benavidez and Claudio Gadelha. Man, that's gonna be a good card, man.
Are you a boxing guy, man? Did you watch the Wilder Ortiz fight?
I did watch that fight, man. It was. I was going for Ortiz. I figured Ortiz was gonna pull it off, but
he almost had him.
That went on in that fight, huh?
Ortiz almost had him, and was it the 7th he almost had him?
Yeah, he almost had him, man, and then they gave him a little bit of extra time to recover, and yeah, man, and also Wilder, he's so wild. He hit him with a few shots in the back of the head that the ref should have stepped in and be like, hey, man, like you can't be hitting in the back of the head, but. It is what it is. Those guys aren't me, so it sucks for Ortiz. But hey, Wilder won. You can't go back and change it now.
Mm-hmm. So I saw that on I think it was Instagram, maybe it was Twitter, one of the social media things. You tweeted that your next tattoo is going to be of the Hulk. Was that for real?
Yeah, that's for real, man. That's going to be my next tattoo.
That's
I'm
awesome.
actually trying to set a date to get it put on, but I can't wait, man. I love Incredible Hulk, man. Hulk is the man.
That's very cool.
Hulk smash.
Who's your favorite actor that has played him?
I don't know, man. I think I just like the old cartoon character of Hulk. Some of the newer movies they're not like they're okay, but I'm just the old Hulk fan from back in the day, comic book Hulk.
Yeah, me too. Hey, before I let you go, man, I was wondering, I know that you and King Mo, you guys are good friends. Wondering if Derrick Lewis and have you guys ever crossed paths?
Derrick is a cool guy, man. He's down in Houston. He's about 4 hours away from us.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked on a couple occasions. And I told him whenever there's some legacy fights down in Houston, I was down there. My teammate fought on that card, and we crossed paths. I was like, hey man, tell Mickey he's assigned to the UFC, and he was like, hey man, let's go down there and talk to him right now. So. And shortly after that, I got signed. Well, I mean, it was because eventually I was gonna get in anyway. But and then he also did an open gym workout up here for UFC 211. He came to our gym and he did an open workout for the fans here at the gym. So I see him quite a bit, but we've never trained together.
Yeah, I was just wondering because I know the community, the MMA community, isn't it's not a huge one. It's a good one. It's a tight knit one, but oftentimes guys cross paths.
Oh yeah. He's a cool dude, man. I like Derrick Lewis. I actually want to see him fight Francis Ngannou. I think that'll be a good little scrap, man. It's whoever's gas tank holds up first.
For sure. Well, hey, man, I want to thank you for your time. I know that you're super busy. If you could, man, before I let you go, we kind of have a tradition here. Could you just say, this is Rashad Coulter, and you're listening to the Did You See That Shit MMA podcast?
This is Rashad Coulter, and you're listening to Did You See That Shit the podcast. I
appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, my man.
Anytime, man. I can't wait to see you in Chicago.
Thank you, brother. See y'all soon.